Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Risk of Rain 2. I'm Nye. I'm trying to decide what my goal is in this game at this point. It's a hard question. So what I mean by that is like, where does the end come from? So like, been doing a lot of runs recently, which you guys have seen. A lot of them have been, you know, failure runs. I've died a lot. You know, we're having fun, like, especially when playing the multiplayer runs with Medif. A little bit less so when doing those prismatic trials to try to finish off the, mercenary. But, you know, having fun. The question is, like, is it important to get all the wins, things like that? I definitely want to get all of my unlocks. I want to get... You know, I want to get all the achievements, things like that, and that's not that far away, honestly, if you really kind of sit back and think about it a little bit. It's not going to take me very long to get those unlocks done, get these achievements, and really, if I was to sit here and just go, yeah, I am very simply just going to go obliterate each time, it takes nothing to, you know, to get there most of the time. You know, sometimes we get screwed, something stupid happens, you know, bosses do a crap ton of damage. You know, that does happen and you end up losing, but kind of as a... There. Killing ground, okay. But kind of as a general rule, like, it's not too hard to get there, so I guess the question I have to ask myself is, where do I want to go playing this game? Like, what goal do I want to reach? I guess the other important question is, how important is it to actually win, you know? I mean, this game's fun in general, and the game itself kind of acknowledges the concept that you will not be winning every time. Just kind of by dint of the fact that, like, you get scored kind of no matter what you do. Already? Holy crap, okay. Alright. That happened. But yeah, like, regardless of what you do, even if you don't, you know, win, you do get a score. You know, the game does kind of keep track of that. So, it is one of those things that, like, winning, you know, good to do, not the most important thing. The other question is, like, when do I stop playing the game? Like, I love this game. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun, which is one of the reasons why I'm still playing it. You know, after a lot of time, I've spent a lot of hours in this game, as you guys are. You guys are aware of this. This isn't something I should have to tell you, that I've been spending a lot of time in this game. You guys have been seeing me post video after video after video. And, you know, a lot of these videos, you know, I'm posting these videos, and you might be thinking, like, man, wow, Nye's playing, like, an hour a day, big whoop. No. A lot of these videos I'm recording on the same day. Like, a lot of these videos are back-to-back-to-back gameplay. Fail one run, immediately move on to the next. So, you know, with that being said, you know, I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. It's not something that I'm, you know, kind of forcing myself to play. But it does bring up the question, like, where do I stop? At what point do I stop playing the game? And I guess that brings up kind of a question we were talking about, you know, a couple of days ago. You know, the question of, like, why do you play games? You know, how did you force yourself to play a game? Like, it does bring up that type of question. I'm definitely not forcing myself to play this game. I'm having a lot of fun. I think that's kind of the point, is that I'm having fun with this game. It is a great game. Risk of Rain 2 is fantastic. Risk of Rain 1 was fantastic. I definitely recommend this to, you know, just about everyone, honestly. If you're the type of person who likes, or like, you know, that roguelike experience, you enjoy a game that kind of randomly sets itself up, you should like this game. Ooh. Man, the game just outright just said, I want you to have fun this run. Yeah, I don't know. I know that my commentary style, depending on how I'm doing stuff, is not always the most kind of engaging sort of thing. If I'm alone, I don't mind kind of doing what I'm doing now, which is kind of a free-floating stream of consciousness. Let me kind of just, you know, talk and go. I can talk about the game itself. Holy crap, there are items on this floor. You know, talking just kind of as a general thing is not a really hard thing to do. I really did not want to take that to the face. When it's with a friend, you know, it's a lot harder to have that type of commentary, I think. I don't know if other, you know, YouTubers agree. I think they probably don't. But I think it's a lot harder to have this kind of, like, stream of consciousness. I don't know if it's just that I'm embarrassed of doing it with other people or that it's actually legitimately harder. But I have a hard time doing this type of stream of consciousness conversation with myself when there's someone else. You know, Medif and I are usually those kind of bullshitting about whatever we are, you know, whatever we're currently doing, what item did we just pick up. You know, we're kind of having that conversation. Yeah, I definitely do not want the game to be, or the gameplay to be boring for people. Which is one of the reasons why, in a very big way, as I've been doing, you know, gameplay of various games over the past, you know, couple of months and things like that, I've been trying to make sure I continuously have different gameplay. I'm trying to, like, have more than one game going at a time again to make sure that I continuously have something different for each person. Your mileage may vary on whether or not this is a good idea or if it even is, you know, a smart idea. Yeah, I definitely, at the very least, if nothing else, I want to get all of the unlocks done with the game. So I want to, you know, I want to get all my unlocks done. I want to get all of the items unlocked. I want to at least have picked up items if I can. The big problem with that one is the elite items that have, like, a, you know, stupidly low chance of dropping. That makes it very hard to do that. The artifacts definitely give this game life. There's a lot of fun things you can do with the artifacts, and I enjoy, you know, making up stupid challenges to do with the artifacts. Looping is fun, playing with different characters is fun. I think one thing I do want to do is I really want to get, you know, get some wins out of the way. It kind of sucks to sit here thinking, man, you know, I've done all of these runs over and over and over, you know, in a row, and have not gotten an unlock. You know, I have not actually beaten. I've not won. And again, very much a your mileage may vary thing on how important a win actually is. Got a lot of items off that first floor. Okay, just take a flat damage reduction there. I'll take it. Good shop over here. That med kit doing good work. I definitely want this monster tooth necklace. Ooh, actually, I take that back. I want the amber brooch. No, you know what? I do want the monster tooth necklace. You know, especially with how close I am to the fight in any given situation. We'd 88 for that. Like, I'm very close on the fight, so I definitely want a monster tooth. At least for now. I'll want amber brooch a little bit later on. Hi, friend. Enemies, please. Yeah, I'm sorry that there's been a lot of this, if you're not into this game. It doesn't mean I'm going to be changing anything anytime soon, or not playing Risk of Rain 2. I'm sorry if it's not something you're into. That does suck, but I don't know much I can do about that. And if you're the type of person who really, like, gets irritated when, you know, the YouTuber doesn't win, that one I am legitimately sorry for. I do wanna fix that. I really do want to make sure that we're getting wins more often. The problem is when you suck at this game. That's not really how I want that to go down. I'm too used to playing on Scavenger, or not Scavenger, on Sacrifice. Because I keep on seeing, like, these balls drop off these enemies, and I keep on pausing for a second, like, hey, there's a drop. No, you're just an idiot. Okay, so we have a chest down there. Not mind seeing... Okay, you can dodge, that's fine. Not mind seeing a goat hoof. Goat hoof would be a great item to see right about now. Armor-piercing rounds are not a bad item to see. This floor seeming a lot drier than the last one was. Which, I guess that's absolutely fine, given just how many items we got off the last level. Getting less on this level is not a bad thing. I just kind of... I like my overpowered runs. There's our exit. I can't tell you how much I actually appreciate that the developers have that visual bit there to tell you when there's an exit nearby. I think that's a great thing. You're kind of looking from, you know, across the way, and you can see, oh, hey, there is, you know, there's a thing here. Damn. Enemies? Here. Spawns. Great. That's a test. That looks like that is a partridge. Yep. Wax quail. Cannot pretend that I'm particularly interested in it. Tougher times. That I'm very interested in. Give me all of those. Okay, I take it back. There's a lot of items. Yeah, apparently they were just in a completely different direction that I hadn't explored yet. I do want this, though. Give me this. God damn it. Double damn it. Okay, if it doesn't, like, pay out on this one. There we go. Oh, that's actually worth it. That was worth the effort. Thank you. Definitely a little bit of worry when you're not moving fast enough in this game. Because the game does scale fairly quickly. Enemies do become, you know, more difficult to kill. Just spawn. The enemies do become more difficult to spawn. They are more difficult to kill. They become more, you know, they get more health. They do more damage. So you definitely have to kind of move quickly, but there's also this kind of feeling of, man, you know, hey, should I move a little bit slower? Full clear the levels. Get items. I don't actually know what is the best way to play, honestly, if I'm gonna be kind of speculating on it. That was something I like about Risk of Rain, though, is that, yes, it does kind of make you balance, you know, movement speed and killing versus, You know, how fast are you getting out of here versus how much items are you getting? Versus how hard the enemies are. That infusion's doing good work. We are getting a lot of health really fast, which is appreciated. Why did that spawn all the way over there? Like, that enemy spawned a long ways away. Spawned it. Yes, I can speak. I know there are enemies on this map. I can smell them. But I don't know, in a game like Risk of Rain, like, it's a little bit different for something like Isaac, I think. Like, Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon, generally, like, it definitely feels like more of a failure if you don't just beat the game. But for some reason, with Risk of Rain, I think this has to do with the difficulty settings based on time. If you don't beat the game, it doesn't necessarily feel like a failure. Like, you had fun and the game just eventually beat you down. I think it definitely depends on what level the game beats you. Like, if you lose on levels like 2 or 3 or something like that, I think that's one thing. If you lost on level 5 or 6, that definitely has a different feel to it. Okay, we did pick up a battery, so I definitely want to see what my active item here is. Somerang is absolutely fantastic. Huge, huge fan of that. That's just going to make... Whatever our boss is going to go down like a sack of potatoes. What do we got here? 3D printer for meat, not an amazingly huge fan. You know, talking to Medif about like the amount that meat actually heals, kind of made me think about the meat again. And just like, yeah, this item is not especially good. Same with bustling fungus. Personal shield generator, however, is absolutely fantastic. Might have a conversation about getting some of those if I can find a scrapper. Let's see, another 3D printer with tougher times. Okay, that's interesting. So there's our timer chest. Definitely too late for that. Okay, what do we got there? Yep. I like Mercurial. Go Rachis. I think like it's definitely got that double-ended, you know, or that double edge. There we go. It definitely has the double-edged feel that all Celestial items have. Celestial officially being apparently the official name of those. It's definitely got the double-edged feel of all Celestial items, but I definitely feel like it's less double-edged than most of them. Or maybe I just don't think that taking more damage is necessarily an issue because I am putting out more damage. That's probably it. It's probably just kind of the way it feels just because of how likely I am to be punished by the item. I don't personally feel the Rage just punishes me that much for using it, whereas for a lot of the other items, I definitely do feel punished. Like, even the other one that I will take a lot of the times, the Brittle Crown. You know, the Brittle Crown definitely punishes you in a lot of cases. You know, especially if you think about fall damage. Fall damage on Brittle Crown, I mean, you are losing a lot of money because of fall damage. Excellent. Okay, we are almost done on this floor. I was really, really hoping I would find a scrapper, but I have not seen one. I do see a drone I can pick up. Yeah, I have not seen a scrapper, unfortunately. I would have really liked to have seen a scrapper because there's a lot of 3D printing I would love to do. But there's a fair amount of white items I don't want to get rid of. Kind of a shame. I would have loved to have gotten a couple more tougher times. We do have one, so I mean, we do have a tough times. Oh, hey. Oh, that's always good. Like old guillotine. Okay, I have a reasonable amount of effects going into this boss fight, so I'm pretty happy. Got 2 Saw Meringue uses, so whatever boss we're fighting is gonna die extraordinarily quickly. As I said, whatever boss we're going to fight is going to die extraordinarily quickly. That ended about with the speed I expected it to. Maybe a little bit slower, if I'm being honest. I expected him to die a little bit faster, but again, I only have kind of 2 uses of it. A 3rd use would kind of solve everything. Saw Meringue does a ton of damage. Especially when you're actually, like, doing full hits. And God, that ukulele is helping with most of my issues. Still have a little bit of issues with crowd control. You know, when ukulele triggers, that's one thing, but without a ukulele trigger, we have a little bit of issues with crowd control. Nothing that wouldn't be solved very quickly by something like, let's say, spin a bottle. Spin a bottle would certainly solve us. Yeah, I think it's actually the only thing we're really missing. I mean, yes, I do have the behemoth. Like, the behemoth is pretty fantastic, and it is actually doing a fair amount of work for me. That being said, I definitely feel that Acrid's attack patterns, as much as the behemoth is awesome, what I'm mostly getting out of the behemoth is attack damage. That tier 2, that looks like that's a utility. Okay. Lots of chests down here. Okay, hold on. We like utility chests. Chronobobble is okay. Not really what I was aiming for in terms of items, but I'm not gonna complain about it. I kind of want to see what that active item chest has. I am fairly solid with my current active item. It's a very, very good boss killer, which is basically what I'm looking for in an active item right now. That being said, I wouldn't mind seeing, spend a little bit of money, see what else I can get. That's definitely not worth it. So I am Gonna be sticking with what I have. 662. Do I want to sit for 662? $662 is a lot. And obviously not insurmountable, given how fast I'm getting money. 662 is a lot to be kind of sitting for, but at the same time, a missile drone is really good. You guys want to die over there? Okay, there we go. No! That's what I wanted. I'm actually pretty pleased by all the fireworks that we have. Let's see. I want the ring. Additional damage is always going to be right up my alley. Really want to kill this thing really quick because it's sitting inside of a Rageous. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Let's move a little bit. Okay, what am I not... I don't really value meat. For anything else I'm not valuing right now. I mean... Oh, crap. Okay, we need to not be doing this right now. Oh, God. What am I being hit by? Everything. Absolutely everything. Being hit by absolutely everything kind of sucks. I was trying my best to dodge, to move around, to not deal with the amount of stuff that was there. Oh, bumper. E-lap. There we go. Waiting for spawns. There we go. It was pretty solid. That was a lot of me getting hit by stuff. I shouldn't have waited quite as long as I did to kind of move out and start moving in that level. I don't think it would have really changed all that much, to be honest, but... Okay, we know where the exit is. Send that downrange. Okay, let's see what we got to start with here. Missiles seem good. Ooh, a backup mag. Okay. Well, I think I know what we're getting out of here. We're getting those fireworks. Kind of hard to overstate how good fireworks can be. On a seed where you're actually, you know, doing this, where you're actually opening chests and such. Ow. Like, if you're actually opening stuff, this is just a tremendous DPS upgrade. Hi. Okay, let's go this way. I do like that Acrid can shoot his secondary while sprinting. Definitely gives that secondary some power. Makes it feel a lot more powerful than it probably would otherwise. Excuse me. And there's no back exit to this floor, which is probably good. Still have to go the other way. You know, I really like gasoline as a backup bit of damage, but as a general thing, like, I don't find it worth a ton. Like, I wouldn't 3D print it, I don't think. Got here. Oh, wood sprite's not bad. If I want to come back to that, I'm probably going to come back to that. Yeah, passive damage is a solid thing to have. Passive damage? Passive healing, there we go, is a solid thing to have here. Move pretty quick, let's see what we can find. And I was talking about, like, you know, hey, how much failure do you feel? Like, that run kind of sucked to lose because it was nice to have, like, that really early red and that early behemoth. But, like, that was a lot of damage we took very quickly. I don't know what I could have done about that. I don't know if there is much I could have done. Like, that might have just been a situation where, yeah, you're just taking damage and getting wrecked. Ooh. On a list of items, I did not have any of that past run. Okay, bustling fungus I can kind of do without. Ooh, hello. Didn't see that earlier. Like, there's nothing wrong with bustling fungus. It's not a bad item, as much as I like to make fun of it. It really isn't bad. I think the biggest problem I have with bustling fungus is that there's only a couple of characters in the game that actively want to stand still for any length of time, just due to how enemies like to just screw you repeatedly. Like, they like to nail you to the wall in this game. We don't really appreciate that where I come from. Hey. Talk about good items off the bat. Honestly, ukulele might be better for me than behemoth was. As weird as that is to say, because behemoths are red, ukuleles are green. Ukulele might actually solidly be better for me than behemoth. Being able to get some of that passive AoE going down. Take out a bunch of enemies simultaneously. You know, enemies like freaking wisps are the ones that are really going to screw me as Akron. We're hitting this up. I mean, we're hitting it. I'm standing right here. How did you miss? Okay, and there's the item. And it was a monster tooth. Monster tooth necklaces are absolutely, excuse you, solid. Definitely willing to spend an extra second or two snagging one of those. Okay, Bandit Aqueduct. Ooh, that's gonna be a hard choice, actually. Choosing between a movement speed upgrade and an extra secondary attack. I think movement speed upgrade is probably gonna be my choice. I definitely would not mind. Definitely would not mind seeing some more enemies at the moment. Okay, that's a good movement speed upgrade. That might change how I feel about that shop over there. This shop, I think we're going to be picking up some more fireworks. And the passive armor is a decent option too. You know what, actually, I should pick up the armor. 5 damage reduction on all incoming attacks, and especially as early as we are in the game. That's probably a solid choice. I already have fireworks, so it's the choice between getting a new effect or using an old effect. And having said that, I think that decides, actually, if I'm probably getting... Well, no, because the other thing that you always got to decide when choosing new effects versus old effects in this game is how does the scaling work? And for me, I want no, I want the movement. Can I get an enemy, please? I got stuff to open. I need better movement for just standard movement here. Okay. Movement is solid. I like our movement bonuses. I could use some more. What we got here? We got a soldier syringe, which is okay on me. If I find a scrapper, I would not mind snagging one. It's definitely not a, definitely not an item that I'm gonna, like, stick around for necessarily. Ooh, nice. Excellent. I'm not gonna be hanging around for that, but it is nice to see. Any other items? This neck of the woods. Like it. Saw something over here. Not bad. Okay, there's my exit, so now I know that. Important thing to note. That tier 2 chest. Nope. Another cautious slug. I'm not against cautious slugs. I like them as an item. Especially when I'm doing a lot of running around like I am now. They're not gonna help me, in the middle of combat, unfortunately. But in the middle of, like, moving around, they will help keep my dumb ass alive. What do we got on this one? That's backup mags. Unfortunately, I did not see any scrapper. Okay. Well, I think we're done. No scrapper. I'm not throwing whites willy-nilly into a 3D printer, so I think we're just going to go ahead and run. And down goes the stone giant. Lunar coin, good item. Bandolier is okay. I'm not super excited about Bandolier as an item. I think it's one of the kind of least interesting greens. It's definitely a powerful green, don't get me wrong. Being able to reset your cooldowns just for killing enemies, I think, is a very powerful effect. So I'm not saying that it's not powerful, but it is definitely one of those effects that I sit here thinking, man, there are so many other green effects that I could have gotten, and you gave me this one. That leaves me to wonder, is it just me? Like maybe on something like Artificer, I'd be more interested in it. The problem is Artificer is way up high in the sky. Bandelier's really good on Huntress. Okay, we're definitely moving a lot faster. Definitely moving quicker than we did last time. Absolutely fan of Rally Point Delta. Got an adaptive chest. That's exciting. Topaz Brooch is also exciting. Very happy to see that. Okay, that was a very, very risky thing. The game is absolutely seeking to punish me for doing it. Okay, that was a little bit scary. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'll take that. Moving a little bit fast with that, so it wasn't really easy for me to tell what I had. There was a Will-o-the-Wisp in there, which I'm not, I mean, that would have been very nice to have. That would have been very nice to have that Will-o-the-Wisp. But it was, I didn't recognize it for what it was fast enough to be able to pick it up. Rose Buckler 3D printer, I think I'll pass, thank you. Too high of a chance that I'd lose something that I want to keep. I'm not saying I'd pass on the Rose Buckler because it's not good. It's just I have items that I'd like to keep, and there's, you know, 66% chance that I'd lose one of the items I want just to get a Rose Buckler, and that's not worth it to me. Okay, that's fine. I mostly just needed to get that solved so I could get out of here, but not a bad item. I am taking a lot of melee damage. I want to do something to get me a little bit more out of melee. I think I saw a chest over here that if I don't pick it up... No, never mind. I'll say if I don't pick that up here, I'll never remember it, but it was not real. So that's here for an awful lot. I don't know if I consider it worth it to hang around for that. Depends on how much money I get, I guess, while we're in the teleporter event. Might go ahead and scrap that. Let's see, anything else I want to scrap? I'll scrap that. I also don't mind scrapping that. I dodged you. Okay, so we have some stuff. I don't know if I necessarily saw any 3D printers that I really want to activate with the scrap I just got, but having a scrapper available to me is nice. Okay, let's see. I definitely want that rose buckler, though, since I was able to, you know, get rid of the item that I wanted to get rid of. Like I said, on this character, Bandolier, I don't know. I mean, it lets me get Pandemic more. Lets me hop around more. But I definitely feel like there's better items. Is there not a 3D printer around here somewhere that I cared about? Maybe not. Okay, we'll move on. Let me guess, Imp Lord. Clay Dune Strider, even worse. Clay Dune Strider is a terrible boss for Acrid. Punishes me for getting up close, punishes me for leaping into battle. Ironically, and predictably, if we're gonna be honest, this is the boss that I would have wanted to have, oh, that's annoying. I would have wanted to keep Bandolier for this boss. Just because it would have allowed me to get stuff to activate a little bit more often. Or more of the shooting at them. A little bit more Pandemic at them. Okay, so now they're sucking from each other. Which I am okay being all the way over here for. Here they go again. One's down. Now that one's down, I can probably take down the second one with no problems. I just didn't want to have two of them plus all of those enemies on me all simultaneously. And hey, got a red whip. Red whip replacing the energy drink that I got rid of. That's solid. Definitely a longer teleporter fight than I actually wanted. This'll depths again. Definitely part of me that wishes we were not in the Abyssal Depths again, that we were working on the other area. More just a preference than anything. Smack that worm a couple times. It's gonna come over and say hi. That's fine. I'd like it if it actually came and said hi instead of just hanging out underneath the damn world here. right now we're just kind of building money, which is great. Like, I like building money. Holy crap. We're going to be very fast, but I'm actually finally able to use that. Okay, 2 different worms. That makes a little bit more sense now. I think that got rid of one of them, at the very least. Nothing from the shrine. Sticky bombs are good. Soldier syringes are good. This right now is 655. Do I want to do that? Like... Okay, you need to deal with. You're just in the way. How are you not dead yet? There you go. Way too many snails. Way too many snails right now. Okay, let's actually see if we can get some items. Spend a lot of time fighting boss enemies. Excuse me. Want to join me? Thank you. Like, I have fought 3 different bosses on this level and have gotten, like, 2 items. I'd like to vary that ratio a little bit. Oh, jump past that. That's fine. Ooh, no friend. Okay. We have a lot more drones. What's that? That's rusted key. I'm okay without that, actually. And what do we got from our equipment chest? I'm okay without that, too. One of the very few items in the game that I do not value at all. Allows you to, you know, apply your on-kill effects to enemies around wherever you throw that item. But it's like, okay, how many on-kill effects are there in this game? Not really that many. That's a movement speed buff. I'll take at least 2 of those. Make my leaps further, make me run faster, just kind of general yes all around. Ooh, beautiful. And what do we got over here? We got also not good. So that creates a little quantum tunnel. You know, nice and all. Allows me to kind of run along that tunnel. I don't think you can be hit. Make it very easy to get from point A to point B. So kind of a cute effect, definitely. At the same time, there are so many better options for active items. Apparently the game thinks I am out of combat right now. Hi, friends. I cannot wait to knock you guys off ledges. Another 3. Holy crap. There are... Okay, so first of all, there are a lot of missile drones in this level. Because that's also a missile drone. Hey, look, they're coming for me. How nice. Where'd that other missile drone go? There it is. I have a lot of missile drones. Missile drones do a lot of damage really quickly. I don't necessarily know if they're actually doing more damage than I am, but it's definitely going to feel like it. Hey. Ooh, and a Gore's Tome, finally. Get more money from enemies sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna need that because I'm gonna need something like 5,000 in order to actually get, in order to actually get the tier 3 chest that's here, the large chest. Not to mention I have that chance shrine still to get, and we have not even hit all of the chests available on this level. I don't know why you're running from me. I mean, it's a good idea to run from me, but not 100% sure why you're doing it. Okay. A scrapper. That's kind of all I want to get rid of, actually. Pretty solid on all the other items I have. Hello. I'm just trying to decide, do I even want that? Oh, there's the exit. Okay. The problem is I still need a whole host of monies. I need to go open this, and this is 4,000. $4,000 of money. Okay, guys, I am hanging out in the middle. Come get me. Once I get up to like 2.5k or something like that, we can probably just take it as read that I will get the rest during the teleporter event. Oh, hello. Ooh, man, if only I actually had good equipment. That equipment drone would be nice. But unfortunately, none of the equipment I've seen is actually worth having that for. Hi, friend. Let's talk. Plenty fast enough without that. Okay, 2,500. Start making my way up towards the boss. I'm kind of curious what boss we're gonna get way up there. I believe I can fly. I do, in fact, believe I can touch the sky. Import Overlording Elder Lemurian. Not a tremendously big fan of this boss spawn. Yep, that's a boss that kills you very, very quickly. Especially when there were 4 other, well, 2 other Elden Mirrors in the area. Okay, guys, that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you all for joining me in this, yet again, attempt to beat the game. Catch you guys next time.